Hello guys, welcome back to Programming with Rana Waqas. In this video, I will tell you about null pointer exception. As you know, if you are working in Java or any other language that has concept of null reference, then you must have experienced about null pointer exception in the code. So Kotlin compiler also throws null pointer exception if it found any null reference without execution any other statement. So so there are some causes for a null pointer exception in Kotlin. So let me write here that ones. So null pointer exception can be occurred if you explicitly call through null pointer exception. So if we call the function that is null pointer exception, then it will this function will give us an error of null pointer exception. So if we are using this double exclamation mark operator, then the value can be null, and there can be some data inconsistency with regard to initialization. If that value is uninitialized, then it that variable can give you null pointer exception. So there are two types of objects in Kotlin. One are nullable, and the second one are non-nullable, you can say. So let's suppose if you are making here a variable, and the variable is s1 and its type is string, and you stored here Greek. So if s1 is equal to null, now that will be a compilation error. That will give you compilation error, because as you can see here, null cannot be a value of no null type of type string. So if you want to store the null value here, so you will have to make a variable s2. So suppose the variable name is s2 and the data type is of string, and you will have to use here question mark. Now you can store null value to this. So let's suppose I am storing here Programming with Rana Waqas. Now I am assigning null value to it. So here you can see it's working. So if I print here this s2, so let's see what will be the output. Okay, so here you can see the value is null. Similarly, if you are using this syntax, so you can use s1.length. It will give you the length of, because in s1 you cannot assign any null value, but for s2, if you are going to get the length of this s2, so s2 can be of null. It can have a value of null, so null value will not have any length, so it will give you there is a chance that it can give you the error. So let me give you an example of code here. Let me comment this one, and copy this s2 variable from here, paste it over here, and here I am print line this s2, and I have to check if this s2 is not equal to null. Then I will print the length of this string. So I can say string length is $s2 dot length. I can say it. Otherwise, in else part, what I can say print ln, and here I can say null string. So if s2 is equal to null, let's suppose I stored the null value in it. Now I can copy this code from here and paste it over here. So here you can see for this line number 19, it will be true, and it will print the length of this Programming with Rana Waqas string. And when I will assign this null value to s2, it will give you this else output, means null string. So there is a shortcut to write this one. Besides using this statement, you can use question mark for it before calling any method. So suppose you are calling the length method, so before this dot you will use question mark operator. So let me comment this code, and let me tell you that what I want to say to you. So variable suppose there is a first name variable, first name, and first name is of string type, and let me store here Rana, and here variable is last name, and last name is also a string type, and question mark equal to, here there should be a question mark here, and here I am storing null value. So let me print here some data. So let me write here first name question mark dot, and then I will write here to uppercase, suppose to uppercase, and then I want to print the length of this one. So here first name dot question mark dot and length, and here I want to print the I want to convert the uppercase to this last name. So let me copy this line, and here I write last name. So I don't need to check either the value of last name is null or not. So let's run this code. So here you can see Rana 4 and null value. So guys, there are two methods which you can use in your code. The one is let, and the other one is also. So to explain you this let and also concept, I have to make here a variable of name string list, and suppose there is an list of type string, and it can have values of null. So I am going to create the list of method. If you are not aware of collections and list of method, you can watch my previous video on it. So let me write here suppose the some text here. So this is text one, and here is 4, and here is null value, and the last one is program. Suppose this is the list. So let me create a new list. So variable, this is the new list in which I have nothing. So I will create it by using list of, and that is an empty list. So this list can also have a null value. Okay, so here I am going to traverse this string list. So to traverse this string list, I am using for each loop. So here item in string list, and then one by one the text, this string will come into this item, and we will write here item question mark dot. It means that item can be null. So if it is not null, then let's apply here let, and let means you are going to make a new list. So new list will be equal to, this list will be updated. Okay, so new list will be updated by the new list dot plus, means it will add into this list this it means this, that is a iteration on this item, so that will go into the new list. So here I want to print it also. So I will write here, the one way is to print this new list. We will have to write here a loop, that for each loop on this new list to print the list, but there is an method of name also. So I will write here also, and I will apply here iteration. In this iteration means it, every item will come into this, and let me print here this, the value of this it. So let's run this code and see what will be the output. So here you can see text 1, 4 and program, all the values without this null. So you can say that you are filtering the values from here. So hope so you got an idea of let, also and these nullable and non-nullable strings, you can say, and null pointer exception. So goodbye for this video. We will meet in the next video with another topic. So don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and if you have any question or query, so you can comment in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions. Take care. See you.